she let me hit it. Hold up. Freaky little mommy wanna suck me till I sleep. I can't even lie, yeah, she being a little creep. Now she wanna airdrop me, picked up all these. And she don't charge a fee, they for free.
Drip Eliante, pulling up, feeling like Harry Belafonte. Look at my racks, feel like Serena went hit from the back. Swing, pull like Jim, waves on swim, and a rock Timbs with the tech. Butterfly doors on the Tesla, I ain't spend shit on gas.
If I like how the back look, I'ma eat it up, ain't this shit back hook. We film ads for the videos that she got stored on a MacBook. Kaboom in the mouth, Bazooka Joe. Her daddy is mad, he's a boomer though. I'm in my element, bam, my jam. I drop the top on a Panamera. Bags on me like I'm bringing in groceries. Wanna know why she nosy. I'm an H&M cozy, breaded up hoagie, spend it on the brodies. We hit hard, that's blunt force trauma. 3-6 hoes, I pound my collar. If she lives in the tent, I make her split the bill, for real.
Drip Eliante, pulling up, feeling like Harry Belafonte. Look at my racks, feel like Serena went hit from the back. Swing, pull like Jim, waves on swim, and a rock Timbs with the tech. Butterfly doors on the Tesla, I ain't spend shit on gas.
Look at me go, look at me flex, that's not a plane, more like a jet. I heard the song, we ain't impressed, then she heard me, now she undressed. To make it all worse, I got a check. You want a verse, double the check. I wanted this, then I got this, I want that, I'ma get that. This how I look when you threaten and kill it. I gave a warning and they didn't listen. I'm at a ceiling, that's independent. She in the feelings and that's when they finish. I've been around in your cities and states, I taking down on your biddies today. I want a crown for the busiest days, you just a clown with your minimum wage, word. This how I go and you pop it, this how I go and you hot. Funnier now and I drop it, none of the numbers can drop. She be on me and that's true, but I'ma go finish on top. You get what you want when you pop it, you do what you want when you hot. This how I go when you pop it, this how I go when you hot. Funnier now when I drop it, none of the numbers can drop. see me on me and it's true, but I'm gonna go finish from top. You get what you want when you poppin', you do what you want when you hot. I just spit quick, but the lines are slick. Get them on a regular like which one hits. Minute on a regular don't sound like this, but it still hits. I don't miss, I just go, go, go like a go-go flow. And I'm almost known, and I told you so. When I throw these flows like it's Rochambeau, and I ain't too close, it's Joe Smo goes. And I'm not in the middle when I'm hot with a riddle, and I got just a minute when I stop.
Germany, we're excited that you're back. We're excited for the third day, Dave. I'm seeing you're dressed up, you're wearing your tie. Maybe you can give us a little opinion on that, or your take.
Yeah, tie. I always like to show the respect of the final. You know, it's just you know, it's a great event, and you know, just to show that, you know, that it means something more. You know, and because, you know, yeah, that's so. It just feels like a nice thing to do.
Oh, it definitely does. I'm excited for.
It's always nice to look like fresh, or you know, I'm too old to like come up with some like young Twitch term. So, but
no, you're fine. The respect of the game is the best possible term. Definitely have a lot of respect for that. We're facing 4 more games today. Exciting games, placement games, as you just taught me the term. How do you see these games? How are these teams now entering or approaching these these placement games?
Number one, don't get anybody hurt. Especially, okay, the last one, okay. I mean, obviously nobody wants to get hurt, but especially in a game like, you know, the first 3 placement games, nobody get hurt for one. Then, you know, have the kids learn, you know, something else about playing at a high level, playing against other top competition, and you know, work on your system. This is also just one part of their season. This is, you know, they also have their domestic youth competition, and so this is also preparation for them to, you know, in Italy's case and in Germany's case in this game, under 19, you know, German or Italian champion or whatever, you know. So it's all part of the learning experience, and you know, try to get a win so you have a feeling of positivity coming out of the event.
You just mentioned Bayern and Milan, the 2 teams that are playing 7th for the 7th place right now. How are we approaching this game? What are your terms, or what are you thinking in terms of rivalry and chances here?
I mean, they both want to win. Neither team has won yet, and so you want to at least get one win, so you're not last place, and you know, and then also to maybe this might be a chance if you know, if a guy might be a little bit injured or whatever, let him sit. You know, if you have a younger player that you want to see what he can do, you know, give him a little more responsibility. You know, not play him 10 minutes, but play him like, you know, 15, 16, 18 minutes, and let him try to do more things and see how he responds. And you know, really, it's just let's get the 40 minutes done and not get anybody injured, and then, you know, we can maybe work on some things here and there.
Okay, so let's see what these 40 minutes hold for us. I'm definitely excited to see one of the teams getting their first win of this tournament in, and you enjoy the game at home, and we see each other later. Thank you.
Wir begrüßen zunächst die Einlaufkids vom FC Bayern München, die U10. Zum Spiel heute Platz 7, Platz 8 begrüßen wir die Schiedsrichter Frischmuth, Katzda und Gunnar Radmann. Die beiden Teams in folgender Aufstellung: Emporio Armano Milano, Number 1 Fiorillo, Number 3 Tofanin, Number 6 Agisi, Number 7 Casella, Number 9 Nicoli, Number 10 Karim, Number 12 Bortolani, Number 21 Volotte, Number 23 Caravaglia, Number 27 Badalau, Number 35 Makuchi, Number 41, Zanetti. Welcome to the coaches, Katarani and Alberti. Der FC Bayern München mit der Nummer 3, Dolic. Nummer 4, Falkenthal. Nummer 7, Pesic. Nummer 8, Jamu. Nummer 9, Dorlinzek. Nummer 10, Brunato. Nummer 11, Kusendorf. Nummer 12, Kolev. Nummer 13, Warner. Nummer 14, Wolf. Nummer 15, Roos. Und Nummer 16, Onyekere. Auch hier willkommen den Coaches Prestes und Micic. Einen guten Start in den frühen Morgen.
Let the drinks pour in. Take a risk like it's a short thing. Going in, yeah, I'm going all in. Getting flued out, yeah, you can bring your friend. Dive right in, let's go. Move forward and dip in your toe. Let the rhythm take control. It's going down tonight, yeah. Dive right in, let's go. Move forward and dip in your toe. Let the rhythm take control. It's going down tonight, yeah.
Welcome back to the Audi Dome, the final day of the adidas Next Generation Tournament. I'm Kevin Gillikin alongside my partner in crime, Niels Jaeger, for the 7th place game, Milan versus Bayern. Bayern Munich, of course, the home team. They were actually here pretty early for warm-ups. And both teams, of course, coming into this 7th place game without a win. Niels, how are you feeling? How are you feeling for Bayern's chances today?
Well, you know, it's early in the morning. I'm still feeling a little rusty myself, so I can only imagine how how the players are feeling after 2 full days of competition. The early game, of course, 10 a.m. The stadium is still, kind of empty. It's going to fill up during the course of the game, I'm sure. But it's a hard one to get ready for, I think, for both teams. I'm guessing that FC Bayern is not going to want to exit this home tournament with 0 victories to their name. So I'm guessing and hoping that FC Bayern will make the effort here.
And it's a little confusing for Bayern fans because today Milan is in red while Bayern is in white and gold. Usually Bayern in the reds. Today they will give up their normal color to the visiting team, Milan. Milan coming in last place in Group A, as that shot is up and good. First point scored for Milan. That's Micoli, number 9. He's the player to watch out for. Top scorer in this tournament for the Italian team. Desmond Yamu, up and in.
Good start for him. He's been FC Bayern's most reliable, most consistent player so far on the rebounding end as well as on the scoring end. Desmond Yamu, number 8.
Nice pass underneath, put home by Zanetti. Bayern has struggled a bit to score, averaging 67 points per game in the tournament. Yamu has just about averaged a double-double. He's been a bright spot, as has this young man, number 3, Dolic. Dolic also averaging 10 points and 6 assists. Has really formed into Bayern's starting point guard here in this tournament. Dolic takes a shot and drills it. Good start for both teams on offense. Let's see if that continues.
Dolic picking it up where he left off yesterday.
Zanetti fouled by Yamu under the basket. We welcome everyone joining us here on the Twitch stream. Do y'all have any questions for Niels or for me? We'll be happy to do our best to answer them.
The nice folks here at FC Bayern just brought us a tray with butter, a brezen, and bananas and some snacks.
Gotta love that. We've been treated well. We've been treated well here at the Audi Dome. As you said, a bit empty in the early morning on a Sunday. Everyone kind of catching up from the weekend of basketball. It's been a great event so far. Some really flashy performances, particularly from Real Madrid, as Philip Ruiz steps out of bounds. Ruiz didn't start the first 2 games. He started last night against Next Generation Team Munich and played quite well.
He left Bayern coach Prestes no other choice really to put him in the starting lineup today. He had a great, strong appearance in yesterday's last game.
Really played physically underneath. As there's another basket. Milan has looked very smooth on offense so far. It's been a good one. Milan 8, Bayern 5. We'll be right back. Been a great start for Milan, scoring 8 points in 2 minutes. They've looked very fluid on offense. They've also not had a great offensive performance in this tournament, averaging 70 points coming into this game. Bayern has also looked solid on offense so far as Dolic controls. Dolic throws it away. Casella takes it all the way to the hoop.
Strong finish. He really had a height disadvantage there versus Dolincek, but made it happen.
Bayern needs to tighten things up. 2 straight turnovers. Dolic under the hoop finds a little bit of space and puts it up.
Nifty little fake there.
Battle out, number 27, another player to watch out for. That's almost stolen by Dolic. Casella thought about it, now takes a floating jump shot, and it's good. Boy, Milan cannot miss. Casella's slow to get up. He looks all right. It's been one of the positives of this tournament, though we've seen with Ulm, their youngster talent, Dadit, was out with an injury. I had not heard how serious, but he did not play their last game. But otherwise, it's been a very clean tournament regarding injuries. At least on the floor, we have not seen many. That is up and very short, and that's going to be a foul called on Philip Ruiz. Niels and I just got a fresh cup of coffee. Boy, it's gonna be a great day here at the Audi Dome. I'll be with you for the entire event, every game. It'll be game after game here. This is the 7th place game, of course. There is a shot up by Battleout, doesn't put it in. Followed by 5th place game at 12, 3rd place game at 2, and the 1st place game at 4, which should be a doozy. And if I'm Zalgiris Kaunas, I'm hoping even to keep it close. Real Madrid's just been so ridiculously good in this tournament.
Yeah, they spanked, whooped, beat, whatever you want to call it, Alba Berlin, actually a pretty good team here so far in the tournament, with about 65 points in yesterday's game, and they were hitting on all cylinders from all spots on the floor. So you guys should definitely tune in to see Real Madrid play.
They've got something special going on. That team they're deep, talented, very well coached, very under control. Shot from deep, that is short again. Rebound, falls, and laid up, not in. Philip Ruiz there puts it home.
Jeremy Kolev, Varner, and Luka Pezic in the game for FC Bayern.
It's knocked out of bounds. That should stay with Bayern, or I should say Bayern will take possession. Pezic now in control as Dolic is off the court. As we've mentioned before, Pezic, son of the general manager for the FC Bayern Pros. That ball is up and no good.
General manager and 6-time German champion with Alba Berlin. So he has really been a winning player, as was his father. So Lucas's grandfather, Svetislav, also a great player in Serbia, as well as, of course, one of the most winningest coaches in European basketball history.
Svetislav Pezic is also here for the coaching clinic, along with Pablo Lasso. Other members, as that's put in by Ruiz. He'll shoot one to try to get a three-point play. Coaching clinic here alongside this tournament, giving a chance for coaches, basketball fans, trainers to learn from the best in the business. I believe you can still sign up for that for the last day today. Go to the FC Bayern website or to Euroleague.net. Comes in and out, but a lane violation. And Ruiz will shoot it again.
Nice to see both teams looking alive this early in the morning after 2 full days of competition.
For anyone who's been following Bayern in this tournament, their games have been close at the beginning each game, as that's up and good. Casella. But the games have not been very offensively pretty, I suppose. This one is looked better. Milan obviously at the moment with the edge as Pesic controls. Pass inside looking for Rus. He ends up with it. Nice job getting it out. Kolev needs to shoot it. 2 seconds on the clock. He gets it up, and it is off the rim. Looked good for a second. Rebound falls to Badalov for Milan. Up ahead, Mikoli. Casella, he's got the hot hand. Inside, nice pass, and he's going to be fouled under the basket by Dolinsek.
Casella, number 7 on the Milan side, leading all scorers with 9 points so far. And in comes Nico Onikwere.
Very big man, very fresh to basketball. Niels has told us 2 years in organized basketball.
2 years of organized play. 2'16" meters from Nigeria by way of Belgrade. Found a new home here in Munich at the International Basketball Academy Munich, where we haven't talked about that one in this game so far.
We have not.
FC Bayern and their crosstown rival Kicks Ibam teaming up for competition here at the Adidas Next Generation Tournament.
Which is pretty cool. Also, perhaps has played a factor in the 0-3 record. Hard to say. Injuries has been a big story. Several of the best players on both teams that have come together as it's rebounded. Nice strong rebound by Kolev. Goes back up with it and he's fouled. Well played by the barrel-chested number 12. But Ibam and Bayern are crosstown rivals. The Reds and the Blues normally, though now today the Whites. I suppose if you combine red and blue, does that make white, Niels? I don't know.
I have no idea. But it's funny that the red and the blue, it goes for football, soccer for those Americans listening, as well as for basketball. So red, of course, always the color of FC Bayern, and blue, always the color of their fiercest rival. 1860 on the football side of things, and Kicks Ibam on the basketball side of things.
As Kolev pours it home. Milan up by 7. Nikoli, that's stolen away by Kolev. He goes for a dump and he slams it home. Boy, can he get up.
It seemed kind of slow. I was hoping he'd get up there. It was like an elevator. Nice elevation by Jeremy Kolev.
Kolev, several possessions in a row as we watch that slam. Boy, that was strong. We've mentioned in previous games that he doesn't look like a guy who could jump, but he can get up there.
Especially when he's going off 2 feet. He's one of those guys who likes to dunk it off 2 feet.
Here's Pesic. There's a foul called. That will be the 3rd, I believe, on Milan. 14 fouls so far against Bayern with 3 minutes 50 to play. Neil's question comes in, are these the top youth teams from each country?
Well, that's hard to say. Of course, every country has several youth academies that can really make a splash at a tournament like this. But FC Bayern is usually considered one of the top teams in Germany, I would say among the top 4, top 6 teams every year, as is Kicks Ibam, by the way. And Milan, in Italy, I'm aware of several strong academies such as Varese or Bassano, but obviously Milan, coming from a EuroLeague team, has to be considered one of the top Italian teams too.
Battle out, kicks it out. Here's a shot from 3 that is up and it's short. Falls back to Milan. That's Casella. That's long. Badelau with the rebound, and he'll shoot too. Badelau has really been impressive in this tournament. He's long and lanky, and he's got a good control of the ball for a big man. Top rebounder for the Italian squad. Who are some of the 15-year-old prospects? I think we talked about this a bit yesterday. We were trying to figure out who the youngest players are. We know for sure two 16-year-olds for Real Madrid are probably their two top youngsters in this.
Yeah, they have two
group.
16-year-olds. Both of them don't look like 16-year-olds, I can tell you that much. They're about 2 meters tall with great wingspan, both of them. Gonzalez and a Russian fellow called Edgar.
Damien.
Yeah, that's it. Both of them silky smooth. You'll see them in tonight's final at 4 p.m. when Real Madrid takes on Zalgiris Kaunas for the crown here at the NGT Adidas Next Generation Tournament in Munich.
A really strong youngster from Athens as well. Dadit from Ulm. Kyle as well. I don't know their ages, but some of the top talents in this tournament. Definitely some guys you're going to see in the EuroLeague for many years to come. That is up and off. Badalau. And rebound falls.
Looked like he was hacked, huh?
It
no
did.
call.
Pezic, spin move, and he'll shoot two.
He goes to the line. We mentioned his granddad, Svetislav Pezic, coaching legend. He's actually in the building looking on from the second row. So he's going to try and make his Opa, his granddad, proud.
That has to be just a little bit of pressure for the young number 7, coming from a basketball family, kind of royalty here in Europe. Have that pressure on your back. Good-looking point guard. Maybe the point guard on the team with the best court vision. You've seen him staying in the game here, keeping Bayern right in it.
When you said good-looking point guard, how did you mean that exactly?
Hey,
You meant his shot,
like
right?
a good-looking kid, too. Yeah, right, exactly. As Pezic, speak of him, puts it up and in, and he will shoot one to try to tie it up. And a good-looking shot. Pezic having his best start of the tournament. He's had several games where he didn't see the floor all that much, but coaches put him in, and he's responded nicely.
And here comes the energizer off the bench for FC Bayern. Dominik Dolic, number 3. About to check in.
Dolic with 5 points early on. Pezic as well. Pezic leaves. Had a very nice stint there for a few minutes. 2 minutes 19 remaining. As that is nearly turned over. Full court press. And that is out of bounds, and it's going to remain with Milano. You like to see that tight defense from Bayern. You hear Coach Prestes for Bayern trying to tell each player who to guard. The big coach over there, long-time player in the EuroLeague. And that's the issue with your full court press.
Oh, he missed that open dunk. That was too easy.
Oh, actually, I looked away because I thought for sure he was going. And Yamu to the basket is foul. Oh, nope, travel. Travel before the foul.
That seemed like a gimme. That was a.
I literally looked at you. I turned to look at you because I thought there was no way that wasn't going to go in. They had 2 players down there by themselves. Well, that's one that you're going to have nightmares about. I think that was Volante. Casella. Battle out. That's knocked out. They'll stay with Milan. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Minute 46. As a timeout is called. And we'll be right back after this quick break.
I would make it this far. They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic gotta say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot, wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans.
Niels Jaeger, the Munich basketball guy.
The Munich basketball
guy.
So, what do we call our Twitcher audience? Are they the Twitchies or the
Twitchers? That sounds like that could be kind of a problem.
The Twitch squad.
The Twitch squad.
Twitcheroos. So, all you Twitcheroos out there, if you have any questions, let us know.
This is a 7th place game between FC Bayern and Milan. Both teams winless up to this point, as that's put up by Battle gets his own rebound, and it's stolen away by Yamu. Strong job under the basket.
Yamu took it from him like a grown man from a child.
Yamu looks like a grown man out there. He's proven it under the basket. He's also got very nice feet as it's thrown into him. Underneath, soft touch, doesn't drop. Pass up ahead, and jump shot is good for Fiorillo. Dolic now.
Gonna try and check their 2-point percentage there. Milan doing a great job, especially on these mid-range shots.
Dolic. Someone says, "Is Niels not a kicks E-bomb guy?" No, I think he is a kicks E-bomb guy. I mean,
I'm a kicks E-bomb FC Bayern guy. You know.
Oh, it's up and good, and a foul. Garavaglia.
I'm definitely a homer, put it this way. But Kicks E-bomb and the FC Bayern have teamed up to assemble the team that we're watching here today. 4 players from E-bomb, 1 player from Jena, and the rest from FC Bayern's crew. And it's all about representing Munich basketball in a positive way.
Falkenthal is that other, you call him rented?
Rented, yeah. What would you call it? If they...
Borrowed, maybe?
Borrowed, maybe the better term.
Yeah. Borrowed, I think, just for this tournament.
Rent a www.rentaplayer from Jena.com.
So that's how you find these guys. Here's Pesic back on the floor. You also see Brunetto. 40 seconds left. Brunetto, tall guy. He can shoot it from 3. That's taken to the basket. Strong look, and it drops for Dolinsek. 27-24. Bayern right in this one with Milan. Nice scoring game. Offenses both look good. Here's Fiorillo. Fiorillo thought about the 3. Takes a long 2 from the free throw line. Ball bounces around. Who's going to get it? And that's going to be a jump ball. Possession to Bayern. 8 seconds remaining. Let's see if Bayern can get a shot up. I like that comment. Can you tell them to move slower so the camera can catch up? Yeah, come on, guys. Stop running so fast. Good grief. How are they running so fast after 3 games in 2 days? It is impressive. These young bodies as the turnover there from Pesic. Up ahead, almost through the way. And at the buzzer, they're going to count it. Not how you want to end the quarter for FC Bayern, but still only down 5 heading to quarter number 2. We'll be back after this quick break.
Or we're going to stay right here.
We'll see right here. Up, there we are.
There's a bit of a time lapse, can you tell?
There is.
So what are we talking about during this break?
What is your role over here with E-bomb?
No official role. I played for the team as a kid myself.
We can meet us somewhere, baby, on occasion. No, I don't want just anybody. Let me treat you like somebody. Got the top on the Rari. This forever when you're stopping. You the life of the party. No dog. Apply that pressure, don't need no straw. Shawty special, I need your love.
for the Adidas Next Generation Tournament in Munich this week. 3 days of full basketball. How have you liked things so far, Kevin?
Oh, it's amazing. It's my voice is starting to go here in the third day, but it's a basketball paradise, really. I mean, just constant, games. But you know, the excitement of seeing this talent that you don't know where they're going to go. They're all so young. You got so much youth, so much talent.
Yeah. A lot of opportunity in the air, of course. All the young players want to make the best of things while they try to showcase their talent over here in Munich. So they have, just a couple of days to games to do that. Lots of international coaches and scouts and agencies looking on, and of course, all of the players here have the dream to become a pro one day. So it's a big deal for all of the players here.
Unquestionably, we've seen some who will be pros as we start the second quarter. Milan 29, Bayern 24. We will show all the games today right here on Twitch, and they will be reposted. The replays will go up on the FC Bayern YouTube channel shortly after the games today if you want to rewatch. Should be some good games. This has been a good one. Very nice first quarter. Both teams playing well on offense. That's put up by Volante. This is Pesic. Pesic seeing quite a lot more action. Dolinsek also. And he'll get fouled. Dolinsek and Pesic getting more play today than they have the rest of the tournament for sure. And they both look good so far. Dolinsek with 2 points, looking to add to that total. Pesic with 5. Balanced scoring effort for both teams. Casella leads all scorers with 9 points at the moment. Dolinsek also with an assist, as you see.
Dolic and Pesic both with 5 points for the FC Bayern side.
It's interesting, the team is often run through their big men. And you see the 2 point guards leading the team in scoring as that shot from 3, and it's good. Eight-point lead now for Milan. Dolinsek trips and travels, went out of bounds. Dolinsek obviously wanted the foul, didn't get it, and instead gets a turnover called. Grusendorf will come in for Dolinsek. Fiorillo. Dribble drive, back to the corner. Take up and long. Pesic with the rebound. And that is, again, a turnover.
That's making things a little bit too easy for the Milan side if you're giving up the ball on back-to-back possessions. Basically without much, Gegenwehr, without much competition.
Yeah, right, exactly. Unforced errors, we would say. I'm trying to see how many turnovers Bayern has had. They're averaging, oh boy, this is an ugly number here. Averaging 20 turnovers a game. Ouch. That is really not good. Volante, jump shot, it's good. Bayern needs to do something to slow down this run from Milan. Volante's got 4 now. Pull up to Pesic. Pesic gets a screen. Grusendorf inside, tried to get it to the big man, Oniquere, couldn't. And there's another turnover up ahead now. And a travel call on Fiorillo. So penalty, or I should say a turnover of their own for the Italian squad.
Milan quite impressive here with a pretty good percentage from 2-point range. They're almost at 60%, and hasn't been a lot of layups. Most of those were mid-range jumpers, so pretty good.
Their shooting has certainly been better than it was in the game we watched yesterday. Here's the big man under the basket. He's got the size, and he throws it up, can't get it. Rebound, Grusendorf. Outside, here's the Italian shooter, and that bounces out as well. Brunetto couldn't drop it in, but he gets the steal. Let's see if he dunks it here. He will. Number 10 brings it home, a steal and a dunk. 35-28.
I think I'm going to call him Mr. Gadget. Brunetto, he's got all the gadgets.
Gadgety player, number 10, likes to shoot it from long range, and obviously likes to dunk it as well when he gets the chance. There's another turnover, and a foul called against Milan. So a nice change of pace here for Bayern. They're forcing the turnovers. I imagine Coach Paolo Prestes will be happy, as we also see Coach Michel Catalani on the Italian side. Always appreciate watching him coach, as another trip by Pesic. He looks like he could be hurt. Pesic still down on the floor. Brunetto, Pesic stands up, looks like he's okay. 2 seconds left, they got to shoot it. Kolev from deep, and it rims in and out. Rebound at the bucket, and it's up, no good, and a foul. Grusendorf will shoot 2.
Strong hustle play by Grusendorf, who was able to get those offensive rebounds on 2 possessions in a row, so that's really strong play by him.
Pesic leaves the floor. Slight limp. Let's hope he's okay. Dolic comes back on. Falkenthal has not yet played in the game, but he has played all 3 games up until this one, so I imagine we will see him. Trying to find him over on the sideline.
He's right on the left of the bench. And look, he's got a hoodie on and everything. Maybe he's not playing this one.
Yeah. Casella. Casella gets the screen from Volante. Marcucci. Casella. Marcucci shoots the 3, and it's short. Rebound, Brunetto. Mr. Gadget. Number 10 takes it up. Here's Dolic. Brunetto. Brunetto able to shoot it over just about anybody with his lanky arms.
Go,
drive. There's that
Gadgetto.
shot, and it falls short. Up ahead, 2-on-1, and almost a block, but it will be called.
I'm hoping they show us a replay. It looked kind of clean to me.
It looked very close, yeah. As we have a short break, timeout. We watch a few highlights here. 3-point shooting has certainly been better in this game than we've seen in others in this tournament. It's been kind of a strange issue, I suppose you could say, in this tournament. Not great shooting.
That goes for everyone except for Real Madrid, who
right.
They found it hard to miss.
What are they shooting? 56% from 3 or something like that in that last game. 1 of 3 for Milan. They've only taken 3 threes. Interesting. And Bayern's 1 of 8. So my apologies. It is as bad as normal for Bayern. Bayern cannot hit from deep this whole tournament. It's not only been them. We saw that also with Zalgiris Kaunas. Usually a good shooting team. Just not a whole lot of success from beyond the arc. Several things we've seen in this tournament. Not great shooting from 3. We've seen a lot of travels. It's interesting that it may have been something that the officials got together and really tried to emphasize watching for travels. As Neil said yesterday, it's something that most of these calls you would never see called in the NBA. Especially if you're a star player, you often get away with about 5 steps inside. That's going to be a dunk. And
there was an elbow thrown before he made the move, but I'm not sure it was intentional. Maybe they're going to show us a replay.
Boy.
It looked clean to me, I have to say. There was contact, but it was not intentional.
I think when you just have such a big body as Nico. We got the highlight just a little bit too late. Let's see.
Here we go.
Oh, come on. That is a good acting job by the Milan player, and it works out.
You know what they call that? They call it the Vlade Divac special.
You're right.
The super flop.
That's a tough call on the big man. Dolic, I'm sorry. The steal up ahead, layup, and it's no good. Who has impressed so far has been number 11, Grusendorf. He's really fighting for every possession out here. Several rebounds, several steals. Dolic to Wolf, back to Dolic. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kolev. Oh, I was going to say that looked like a foul. He is fouled on the perimeter. Milan now with 4 team fouls. Maybe Vlad is watching. Could be.
Sorry about that, Vlad. Love you.
Dolic. 14 seconds now on the shot clock. Grusendorf, who's impressed. Here's Kolev from 3. That doesn't drop. Rebound Volante for Italy. He looks to go coast to coast. Battle out. Here's their scorer from deep, and he puts it home. That's Mikoli. And the lead is up to 11 for Milan. Bayern's offense has gone ice cold here in the second quarter. Kolev to Dolic. Dolic dribble drive inside, tipped away and stolen. Good idea, couldn't complete it. Nicoli up ahead. Good job by Milan to keep that in play. Bounces long. Volante with the rebound under the basket, up. No good, but a foul.
Oh, they're going to call a travel, I think.
One of these days, your play-by-play announcers are going to actually watch the referee. You know what they say about assuming?
What do they say about assuming?
Or to assume it makes an ass out of you and me.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
Yeah. I'm going to put that in my playbook.
Here's Dolic. Grusendorf. Spin. Loses the ball for a second. Picks it back up. A shot. It's short. Up ahead, and it's going to be an easy bucket for Topanin.
Milan slowly pulling away in this one with almost 4 minutes to go.
If you're in this Twitch stream, let us know if you're watching from Italy. We'd love to hear from you. Or Germany, of course. Or anywhere else.
I wonder who the crowd is rooting.
Volante up ahead, 2-on-1. He's going to dunk it. And you have to imagine there's going to be a timeout, and there is from Coach Prestes for Bayern, as there has been a very unfortunate run in favor of Milan. We'll be back after this quick break.
All you Twitcheroos out there, I'm wondering, who are you guys pulling for, FC Bayern or Milan? Let us know in the chat. See you in a second.
When I ain't too close, it's Joe Smoke goes. And I'm not in the middle when I'm hot with a riddle and I got just a minute when I stop and a pivot I got is a mission. You not in the winners on top, go the distance you flap. There's a difference, I'm on my grind. That is all the time. I do not do breaks. That's right, I stay in dry. And look, I'm back with a little bit of that and a little more cash than it came with. Ready, that cat is out that bad, but I still ask you, the boy got skills. I don't need her, I don't need him, I don't need help with me. I got this. I can sing songs, I can spit raps, and I can do both. Even do this word. This how I go and you pop it. This how I go and you hot. Funnier now and I drop it. None of the numbers can drop. CB on me and it's true, but I'ma go finish on top. You get what you want when you pop it. You do what you want when you hot. This how I go when you pop it. This how I go when you hot. Funnier now when I drop it. None of the numbers can drop. CB on me and it's true, but I'ma go finish on top. You get what you want when you pop it. You do what you want when you hot.
we are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard.
Just talking with Niels here during the break, and I've lived in Bayern for almost 7 years now, so I should know this, and I've heard many times the saying "Mia San Mia," and I never knew what it meant. So please, Niels, explain to us what is Mia San Mia?
Mia San Mia is a Bavarian way to say kind of like we are us, kind of a prideful way that the FC Bayern team on the football side as well as the basketball side kind of take pride in their own. It's like a team slogan, like a philosophy. Mia San Mia, we are us. We will not be beat. We do things our way. That's kind of what it translates to.
And if anyone's wondering if that's Mia San Mia's, as that's up and stolen by Kolev and put in. I looked away for a second. I was under the basket, stole it and put it in a foul. As he will miss the attempt, but nice rebound by Pezic. Rolled his ankle a bit a few minutes ago, but he looks like he's all right. Kolev, nice pass inside. Here's Roos, strong to the hoop. Boy, you want to see more of that.
You know what his secret medicine is? He needs that body contact. If there's 2 or 3 people hanging on to him, he usually just lays it in. That's what he needs.
He's got a big body, number 15. Now out on the perimeter. That's probably not where you want him. And that's thrown away. Watch out. Wake-up call to the bench over there for Milan.
Good pressure by the Bayern defense on that play. That's what they need if they want to come back.
Bayern down 11. Crowd is, it's pretty small for the 7th place game. It's snowy streets out there. I actually wonder if people are a little afraid to travel. Philip Roos, good look, good pass from Kolev.
See, there was no one hanging on to him. That's why he didn't. That's why he didn't finish on that one. It was too easy.
Knocked away. That was a steal. That will go off. Milan team. Pezic, I believe, got his hand in there. Snowy day in Munich. Snowy weekend, really. Streets are a little bit slushy out there, so I think that is playing a part here for why the crowd is small in the early going.
Yeah,
it will definitely
snowy,
grow.
But finally super snowy. It's been warm and really feeling more like April.
I live up in the Alps.
January.
I live up in the Alps, and we didn't even have any snow in the mountains until last week. That's obviously pretty remarkable.
Been a big problem for the ski tourism industry.
Absolutely.
So they're about to get a break here.
Bayern, 5 seconds on the shot clock, and there's a miscommunication between Dolinsek and Varner. Dolinsek zigged. Varner thought he was going to zag. Here's McCauley. 5 points on the game. He's typically the top scorer. He's been pretty quiet, as has Badalao with 6. There's McCauley. That's short. That's knocked away. And Bayern will keep it. Good job boxing out by Philip Roos. Minute 44 to play. As we have a substitution, looks like Dolic will come on, replacing Varner. Dolic also with 5 points. Roos and Kolev lead Bayern with 6 apiece. Dolic. There's Kolev. Dolic. Shot is blocked. Up ahead, 2-on-1. There's another block, almost clean. But it looks like Badalao was shooting. Wolf will replace Dolinsek. The scoring has slowed down for both teams here. Badelau.
Bayern down by 12 with 1:20 to go. Here comes Rose attacking the basket.
Nice. Rose really has stepped up. Where is he playing right now?
He plays for Kick Seabaum. He also plays for the U18 German national team. And another fun little detail, he's from a small town in Germany called Lörrach. It's a very small town that also a famous football coach, Ottmar Hitzfeld, comes from. Some of the players have taken to just calling him Lörrach. So they don't always call him Philip or Phil. They like to call him Lörrach too.
Dolic can't put it home. Rus almost had it. Kolev, now it's a 3-on-2. Shot is up and it rims in. Garavaglia as the lead extends for Milan. 20 seconds to play.
That was a ballsy shot to take, especially for a big guy. He could have just gone down there.
Yeah, 3-on-2.
Settled for the 3.
That is up from Pesic, and it's in and out. 8 seconds left. Questionable shot there by Pesic as a blocking foul is called. Third team foul on FC Bayern. Pesic took that shot with 8 seconds on the shot clock. I imagine that's something that Coach Prestige will have a chat about. I mean, it was an open shot, so I suppose it could have been worse. But you probably want to run that clock down a little more so that...
Yeah. Could have been better, too.
Could have been better. You don't want Milan to have this chance. Now with 4 seconds left. Under the basket, power home, and it's stolen. Shoved up, and no good. We have come to the close of the first half here at the Munich Audi Dome. Milan 49, FC Bayern 35. We'll be back after a 10-minute break at halftime.
I can't help but this, cause they know they can never touch this. So baby, let me talk my shit, or I might just throw another fit. You know I can't help but this, cause they know they can never touch this. So baby, let me talk my shit, or I might just throw another fit.
down in the car. One time, give it all. Bust it open hard. Let me see you drop. Get down in the car. One time, give it all. Bust it open hard. Let me see you drop. I fucked up this Russell, yeah, we hustle, but then oh my. I fucked up this Russell, yeah, we hustle, but then oh my. What is my guys? Know that they fly, know that they ride or die. Let me see you drop. I fucked up this Russell, yeah, we hustle, but then oh my. What am I saying? DJ roll with I fucked up this Russell, yeah, we hustle, but then oh my. What is my guys? Know that they fly, know that they ride or die. Get down in the car, one time give it all. Bust it open hard, let me see you drop. Get down in the car, one time give it all. Bust it open hard, let me see you drop.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told them all that I blow soon, soon. Knew as a child back in the womb. Oh, told them step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way, they gotta move. I gotta gas, they running on fumes. Told them way back, it's something new. It's me or them, you gotta choose. I'm taking what's mine, I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my lawyer, I don't got the time. Crossed on my T's and he dotting those eyes. Don't take offense if I do not oblige. I can't be labeled like none of these guys. They hit me once and I'm cutting the ties. I was so low, but I'm back on the rise, it's real. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told them all that I blow soon, soon. Knew as a child back in the womb. Oh, told them step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm hopping now I gotta go. I'm looking back, they not even close. I had a 4, now I need a ghost. I got a wave like I'm on the coast. Same ones are down and I dare to show. So way that I'm ballin', they think I'm. I told them all what this is. I told them all I don't miss. Said it's my time. Look at this shit on my wrist. And when they shootin' this brace, I'm going in. In a new gig, gotta shift. I cannot stick to the script. I cannot wait. Watch how I get it and flip. This just time.
We are back for the second half at the Munich Audi Dome. You're watching the Adidas Next Generation Tournament, the under 18 young men, Milan versus Bayern Munich here for the 7th place game. Right now, Milan holds a 14-point lead. They went on a little run there to end the first half. During the halftime here on the Twitch stream, which we very much appreciate y'all commenting, asking your questions. We want to feel like that you're part of this with us, as you absolutely are. Niels Jaeger is here with me. And the question for Niels was, is there a mentality issue for German sports clubs, I suppose, and FC Bayern or the German national team? Okay, I guess not FC Bayern, but the German national team, maybe the youth. Do you understand the question?
Yeah, it seems to me to be a little bit of a loaded question. I understand the question. It refers to the fact that the German football team in international competition in recent championships on the European but also on the world stage were, criticized for maybe having a bit of a mentality issue and not giving their all. No, I don't think that goes for German teams in general. That would be weird.
Right. No, and I think that Germany's been, especially their soccer team's been so good for so many years. I mean, just eventually you have to have a rough spot, as Badelau puts it home. And I think for this tournament, obviously, I think the number 2 team, in my opinion, is Alba Berlin in terms of talent. As there's a foul on the floor and an Italian player as well.
And also the mentality on FC Bayern's side, especially in the first game when they were, playing an uphill battle against a loaded team from Kaunas. And, they just refused to back down. They stayed gritty, they stayed in the game, even though they were kind of outmatched and outgunned. But I think that does kind of underline a positive mentality if you're able to stay scrappy and to stay in a game where you're basically overpowered right up to the end.
Bayern a bit too scrappy here early on. They've committed 3 extremely early fouls, and that is something that's likely to come back to haunt them. You can tell that during halftime they were coached up to push it a bit harder on defense, and so far the officials have not approved. Badelau from 3, that's short. Rebound.
2 of Bayern's main players, Dolic and Onikwere, are already with 3 fouls each.
There's a steal. Up ahead, Milan with a one-handed slam. Garavaglia.
Dolic wanted to get on that poster. Did you see how he ran underneath and he was like, camera, here I am.
Not the kind of poster you want to be on. Inside, Kolev. Nice hook shot. Kissed it off the glass. Kolev with 10 points. Leads Bayern in scoring. You can find all stats. You can also follow live stats at EuroleagueBasketball.net.
Jeremy Kolev, a player who just recently joined Kick Sibam from Alba Berlin. Actually, he's of Bulgarian descent, so I'm wondering if there's anybody in the chat from Berlin or from Bulgaria who's friends with Kolev or has seen him play. So if you guys are out there, let us know what you think of his progression.
Big guy, as Niels has compared him to Charles Barkley.
To the young Charles Barkley, yeah.
A vanilla Charles Barkley, I suppose, as well.
Oh.
Here's Volante.
He's got that sneaky power. As well as the finesse.
Niels' question, are there any special rules for the youth league? I don't believe so.
You mean for this tournament?
Right.
Not that I'm aware of. The only thing that is a little bit different is that the timeouts and the half times and the pauses between quarters are shorter because obviously they have to get a lot of games in on one day. But other than that, I'm pretty sure we're playing just the general and normal FIBA rules here.
Golic passed around to Wolf. Kolev from three. It's way long. Bayern's forcing it a bit here in the early going of the second half. Need to calm things down. Battle out. Cross court dribble drive. That's up. Floater no good. Yamu with another rebound. Up ahead to Golic. Golic looking to push the pace. Bayern needs to find scoring from somewhere. That's not going to do it. There's another turnover. Bayern had 12 at the half. And here is an easy layup up ahead for Casella. Bayern had 12 turnovers. They've averaged 20 per game. Golic. Off the glass and a big time foul. Let's hope he's okay. He's still on the ground now. He's getting up. Grusendorf.
Hard contact. Really hard contact on that attempt.
Seeing a little bit of fieriness here from each team. Dolic leaves the floor for Pesic. I think there has to be some frustration for each of these teams, again, coming in without a win. Understanding that, of course, if you lose in this game, you end up in last place and you leave the tournament without a victory. Not something that either team wants. Bayern especially, playing at home in front of a home crowd that starts to fill in. People coming in. We see them coming across the court from us. Filling up. People coming to the Dome after an early church morning. That shot is up. It is long. Rebound. Wolf had it. Now he's on the floor. You call it jump ball. That's one of those things that it's Varner. Some of these jump balls, and I think that Varner would agree, had the ball on the ground and the Italian player just kind of dove on him. And I think they're going to shoot a tech because of, I think it was because of complaining from the players, I believe. The officials didn't call it. Milan will, nope, sorry, Bayern. Who's got the ball? Basketball's so boring. Cricket Master.
It's coming from the Cricket Master.
He's going to say, you like cricket? You're saying cricket's not boring? Don't they play cricket matches for like days at a time or something?
Let's hang out at a cricket match for 5 days and have a picnic.
Just a terrible pass inside. Bayern very, very sloppy here in the second half. And there's a sloppy play. Coley not on the same page with Casella, and he throws it away. Bayern coach Paolo Prestes, which Niels can maybe tell us a bit about him.
Sure. Big guy, super nice guy. He's from Brazil. He's a former pro himself. He played 16 years as a European pro, most of them for 10 years in the ACB for several teams in Spain. Then he also played in Lithuania and a couple of other places. And he's in charge of the U18, U19 team here at FC Bayern now.
Do you know how long he's been here?
He was actually drafted by the T-Wolves
Okay.
back before he twisted his knee, and then he had a serious injury and never came back. Excuse me, what was your question?
Do you know how long he's been here?
He's been at Bayern for, I think, 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
As a coach.
So I see FC Bayern says Pablo Prestes. My sheet says Paulo. Is it Paulo or Pablo?
I'm pretty sure it's Paulo.
Paulo. Get it right. Get it right, FC Bayern chat. All right, here we go. Here is Pezic. Shot up, no good. Yamu has a rebound.
That was a
Well
Steph
done.
Curry range there by Luka Pezic.
Another turnover. This is not the start to the half you wanted if you're Paulo Prestes or FC Bayern.
Let's call him P-double. We'll be right.
There you
we'll be right either way. Coach Prestes or P-double.
The big man. Got a big voice over there. Pezic. 5:46 to play in the third quarter. Dribble drive, Pezic, nice move, spin to the basket. A bit too strong. Rebound, falls. Looks like to Bayern. Yep, Bayern has it. Outside to Linsek. Linsek shot from 3 rims, in and out. Could have been a foul under the basket on Milan. A little bit too strong of a box out.
I think he was literally holding on to the other guy's shoulder and pulling him back.
Nicoli with his third foul. Volante has 3 as well. Dolic and Oniquere also have 3 for the Bayern side. Varner. Ooh. Almost a turnover. Pezic at the clock, at the buzzer, in and out. Bayern cannot get anything to fall. Casella. Zanetti. Zanetti's been quiet. He's one of their better players. Foul called. That's the 5th team foul. Zanetti will shoot 2. Oh, Niels, here's a good one. He says, first of all, are you still hooping? And what's your favorite performance basketball shoe? And your favorite sneaker? Boy, you got a bunch of questions there.
I am still hooping. No, I'm afraid I'm not hooping any longer. Too many issues with my back.
Sports will do that, huh?
My favorite basketball shoe? You asked me, but that has to be the K1X Chief Glider. For those of you who don't know, look it up.
I don't know. I guess I'll look it up. It sounds good.
Yep.
It sounds very official. What is it? K1X
Chief Glider.
Chief Glider. All right. Sounds good. Pezic passes it off. Bayern looking to score somehow. They have not scored in a very long time. As the ball goes out of bounds and Milan will retain possession. Grusendorf, number 11, he's fought hard, played with a lot of emotion, a lot of fight. Also, maybe just a tad bit of frustration. And Cheesy, number 6 in the game.
Bayern, by the way, just 1 of 15 from 3-point range. That amounts to a 6.7 percentage from downtown.
Now, that's not great. And they may have 20 turnovers through 3 quarters. Also, not great. Got to tighten things up. Down 19. Shot is up. Shot is good. Casella, that's his 14th point. Bayern now down by 22.
Bayern 1 of 15 from 3-point range, so I'll let you know what the equivalent is for Milan. They're 2 of 8, so that's 25%.
Yamu blocked on the inside. I think that was Zanetti with the block. And Zanetti will shoot 2 more free throws, as Wolf will come onto the floor, as well as Oniquere. Nico.
Leading scorers on both teams, Casella, number 7 for the red Milan team with 14 points. And Jeremy Kolev on the white FC Bayern side with 10 points.
Yeah, the 3-point shooting overall in this tournament has been very poor. Hard to say why. Niels was saying maybe at the beginning of the tournament it could have been a bit of nerves for some teams, you know, playing in a big event, big tournament.
It's a bit of nerves on the one side. On the other side, also, if you're not used to playing in a big gym like the Audi Dome with a lot of space behind the see-through backboard, then sometimes it's difficult to adjust. But they should have had enough opportunity to adjust by now.
And it's not just been Bayern, really, as we mentioned. Everyone but Real, as far as we've watched, have struggled from deep. Here's the big man, dribble drive, takes it in, lays it up. There's the first points in age.
It's so amazing how he gets close right under the basket with just 2 steps. I mean, he was standing outside of the zone, just took 1 spin, and then he was basically right there. He's got to take advantage of that way more often if he can.
Nearly a turnover forced by Grusendorf. Grusendorf's really been the Energizer bunny here in the whole game. He's played very hard, a lot of energy, forced several turnovers. And Cheesy. Inside. Now back out. Zanetti from 3. It's up, and it is good. It drops home.
3 of 9 from downtown, so they have a good percentage now.
You know that Milan is doing well when you don't hear Coach Catalani on the sideline with the emotive Italian language, I suppose. He's been fun to listen to during some of these breaks during this tournament. I don't know what he's saying, but it just sounds very Italian. Nico.
Probably is.
I would imagine so. Coaching the Italian team, name like Catalani.
It's an old saying, but Nico Oniquere, look at that. He really seems like a man among boys down there. He's like head and shoulders in terms of size and frame.
He is a large man. He's had some nice moments in this tournament. 2 points here in this game. Also looks a little bit rough at times as he gets a nice rebound there. Grusendorf shaken up a bit. Pesic. There's Wolf. Back to Pesic.
Feed the big man.
Nope. Big man, he wanted it. Pesic trips again. That's his 3rd time tripping, I think. He throws it away. Battle out. Inside, now out. Shot is up, no good. Battle out with rebound under the basket. Nice pass.
That was a heads-up play. Great reaction from number 27.
That was a Nikola Jokic type tip pass.
He saw an opportunity and took it.
Grusendorf inside, nice pass, up and in. There's the big man. Feed the beasts. 4 points for number 16. And Cheesy. Zanetti sets the screen. Now it's on Cheesy, looking for space. Passes it out. It's Marcucci, and he drills it.
They have really heated up from downtown. Let me just pass along that statistic to you.
Bayern needs to find scoring from somewhere. Again, guess what happens? A Bayern player stepped on the line. Stepped out of bounds as we see Kolev, Dolic re-enter.
Emporio Armani Milano with 5 of 12. That's 41% from downtown.
Milan has played a very good game, shooting well from the floor, playing good defense, cleaner ball here in the second half. Bayern, let's check on their turnovers. Bayern has 20 turnovers through 3 quarters, averaging 20 in the tournament, so they're going to surely beat their average.
But Armani not bad either on that front. They have 17.
Oh my. Dolic. Here's Brunetto. Up, no good. Rebound by the big man, and he lays it up and in. Oniquere making his presence felt. The big man, he's put up 6 points. He's looked good here in the quarter.
All of them in this quarter, by the way.
15 seconds, shot clock, game clock, and a foul on the outside. Milan will shoot 2. 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Bayern have dug themselves a hole. Down 24. Coming up next in the 5th place game, Rasha Farm Ulm versus Panathinaikos Athens. He's one of the top players in the tournament, one of our favorite players, number 20.
Silky smooth.
Samanturov.
Silky smooth Samanturov.
Hey, yeah, I like that. This is why Niels gets paid the big bucks. Got to shoot it up. And it looks late. It is late and no good. We will head to the 4th. Bayern down big by 24. They got 10 minutes to make a comeback here at home at the Audi Dome. Dome. 4th quarter, 10 minutes to play. Bayern really struggling from 3. They have all tournament. They're 1 of 17. That's been a big reason they're down big. 20 turnovers also doesn't help. Niels, I got a tough question to ask you. Someone asked this on the Twitch stream, but I think it's a fair question. Why is Bayern losing every game by 20 plus points? Is it coaching? Is it players?
Ooh. That is a tough question. You know, I think maybe they're missing those players who can really kind of make a difference by themselves. because as a team effort, you know, they're really fighting and hanging in there, I feel, but they're really lacking one or two players who can make the difference with some solo actions. And that's where injuries come into play, because obviously players like Ivan Kachenkov and Martin Kalou, who are the big stars of the FC Bayern team, both of them missing, and the other guys have not gotten used to taking on a lot of responsibility maybe yet. And of course, also their newly assembled, oh no, this looks like an injury.
Very strange how he landed. That's Casella. Kind of
holding on to his right knee there.
Did a nosedive. Looks like he is all right, fortunately. Awkward how he landed, but he's back up.
In Germany, we say Pferdekuss. I don't know what the term is in English, when the knee rams into the side of the leg.
Ooh, I have no idea.
A horse's kiss.
Oh, German. You gotta love it. I just, you know, I don't know why the basketball guys don't have like this magic spray. It had a nice take by Roos. This, you know, like the soccer guys, you have this spray. They just they run out on the field and they spray it on and everything's better.
They use it for everything.
They do.
For a bleeding head. For,
it's exactly right.
For a twisted ankle.
And it's drilled by Zanetti. No, it's really true. Anything that's wrong with you, they got this spray. It makes me kind of remember when you're a kid and you're out in the backyard and you get hurt and rub some dirt on it. That shot's no good. Ruiz, strong rebound under the basket again, gets it outside to Dolic. Dolic takes the three, short. Ruiz fighting for it again. Boy,
hustle
Ruiz.
Play by the big guy.
Thought about a three, didn't take it. Kolev does take it over the top, and it drops.
Gets the lucky bounce. Kolev leading Bayern scores with 12 points. Philip Rose with 10.
Rose has been impressive the last two games. Someone asked for the schedule for the tournament, and it's a good point. Coming up next at 12 o'clock Munich time, Ulm versus Athens for the 5th place game. Following that game for the 3rd place game at 2, Alba Berlin versus Next Generation Team Munich. That's going to be a good game. I'm really excited for that one. And then, of course, the final game at 4, the insanely good Real Madrid team versus Zalgiris Kaunas, who took 1st place in Group B. Ruiz, another rebound. Have to check Ruiz and his
Go Gadgetto Brunetto. There he is. Go Gadgetto Brunetto.
Timeout called on the floor. We'll be back after a very quick break.
For free,
Drip Eliante, pulling up, feeling like Harry Belafonte. Look at my racks, feel like Serena when hit from the back. Swing, pull up like Jim, waves on swim, and a rock Timbs with the tech. Butterfly doors on the Tesla, I ain't spend shit on that.
If I like how the bad look, I'ma eat it up, ain't no shit back hook. We film ads for the videos, she got stored on a MacBook. Kaboom in the mouth, Bazooka Joe, her daddy is mad, he's a boomer though. I'm in my
Somebody asking in the chat who the top team in Europe is. Well, we can say certainly who the top team in this tournament has been, and that is the Real Madrid squad. We're going to see them later at 4. I highly recommend
Los Blancos, Los Galacticos, right?
Blancos. Yeah, exactly.
They really are out of this world. I mean,
shot is up.
Somebody asked if the next Luka Doncic, while we see
fast break, Dolic lays it up and in
with the finger roll. If the next player like Luka Doncic will also be coming from Real Madrid, and we have to say that Hugo Gonzalez, the point guard, the 2-meter point guard from Real Madrid, you know, he's the complete package, right?
Yeah. No, he just looks. He looks maybe not necessarily physically as he steps out of bounds, Bayern ball, but he looks like a professional player. The way he runs, you know, it just
He's cool, calm, collected, and just super efficient with everything he does.
Efficient. Well, and the whole team is just. You guys just gotta watch it. I mean, I know we're just talking about Real all the time, but they had such an impressive performance against Berlin.
Come on, Go Gadget was open, right?
Inside, here's Rus, and the ball goes out of bounds. Back to Milan.
Brunetto was wide open on the three-point land there and wanted to get that second look. Didn't get it.
Another injury over here for Italy. That's Karim. Didn't see what happened. He was off the ball. As the trainers attend to him, we'll be back after a quick break. Karim is helped off the floor. Hopefully he's okay. Definitely looks to be in pain. Can't tell what it is. It looks like maybe his knee. He's being taken care of over on the sideline. Milan now with the ball. Someone asks if we like Zalgiris Kaunas. Yeah, they are.
I like the way you said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
They were a good team in Group B, but I wouldn't say they didn't blow me away in their competitions. It's hard to every game. There's a reason why they play every game rather than just look at the stats, right? Nice play by Rus, but I would say just purely my feeling is that Kaunas will be fortunate if they don't lose by 20 in the first place game against Real. Now, I could be wrong. Part of Kaunas' issue in the tournament is they just can't shoot from deep like everybody else, it seems, as that's up and in from Bordolini. But we'll see. I mean, if Kaunas can get hot, as in any game, you just never know. As that's up and good. Nice shot from Wolf.
Zalgiris Kaunas seemed to me to be like a pretty well-oiled machine. You're right, they didn't have a lot of luck in terms of their three-point shooting yet, but they seem to be just a very balanced team. Everybody's kind of equally good and reliable, and so far let me put it this way, they did not have a lot of trouble in reaching the final game.
Well, number 3, I don't have his name in the top of my head. I can tell you, the guy can really jump. He has had a couple of the best dunks of the tournament for Kaunas. Maybe someone in the comments can help me out there. That is airballed, rebounded by Dolic. Dolic up ahead. Here's Brunetto. Mr. Gadget. Shot is up and good.
Go Gadgetto Brunetto. Warming up.
7 points for the Italian. 5:14 to play. 17-point deficit. Bayern can come back. They need everything to go right at this point. Dribble, three-pointer is up, and it's good. Wow. Bordolani, heat check, scores it. Next game, again, is Ulm versus Athens. That's in about maybe 40 minutes time. Foul called against Bayern, offensive foul, and Milan will take over. So, as we're saying, Bayern needs everything to go right. Those are the types of things you just can't afford. Offensive fouls, offensive turnovers. As we see Brunetto with a nice little fadeaway, long-armed Italian, nicknamed a few minutes ago by Niels here, Mr. Gadget. I like it.
I'm not sure if we should call him Mr. Gadget or Go Gadget.
Go Gadget. I like that. That's even better.
It rhymes better with the Brunetto.
That's true. Go Gadgetto.
So Milan with 6 of 14 from three-point range. That's 43%. Pretty good.
How many German teams? There are 3 German teams here. Ulm, Alba Berlin, and Bayern. The question are the two announcers here for the whole day. And thank you for saying it's a good job. We really appreciate it. Niels will be here back for the final game at 4 o'clock between Real and Kaunas. And I will be here all day long, if my voice survives. So you guys got to wish me some luck. Been a lot of basketball. I've enjoyed every second of it. I love being here with you guys. The Twitch stream has been great. Ask us those questions. We do our best to answer them. Niels is typically better at answering them than I am, so maybe ask them at 4 o'clock rather than in between. That's up and good. Volante. And this one is starting to fall away from the grip of FC Bayern.
Jeremy Kolev, young Charles Barkley, as we called him before, muscling his way to the hoop, but doesn't get the call.
Battle out. Up ahead to McCauley. McCauley, dribble drive, takes it, passes it out. No good.
Gogo Gadgetu, coast to coast. Watch him. Ooh, pretty play by Gogo Gadgetu Brunetto.
He has really played well. Nice steal by Dolic.
That may be unintentional. Let's see what the refs decide. They don't call the intentional. Maybe that was because Coach Prested kind of requested it. And sometimes the refs don't like to call exactly what the players or the coach request.
Can't play favorites. Dolic, 3:30 to play. Foul on the floor. That's going to be the third team foul on Milan. Dolic has 4 fouls. Oniquere also with 4. Roos has 3. Well, Niels, it doesn't look like Bayern's going to come out of the tournament with a win. It's unfortunate. They've not looked great, just to be honest about it. What can they take as a positive from this? Who do you think is going to leave and you're going to say, hey, this was a good tournament for them?
Well, I think a player like Dolic, who didn't play a big role for this team coming into the tournament, really had a positive development during the tournament, as did young Philip Roos, a.k.a. Lörrach. So I think individually, some of them, as well as maybe the big guys, Yamu and Oniquere, had bright spots here and there. But as a team, I think they're going to come out of this tournament and realize they have some work to do, and that's always, a positive. If you can take something negative and make it into a positive. They know they have work to do, but now they have experienced what it's like to play against really the top competition in Europe, and I think it'll motivate them to work even harder as they practice.
Hard foul here. Dolic also looks to be injured on the sideline, holding his hand.
I want to mention Jeremy Kolev too, who played a really quite strong tournament, I believe. He's leading the Bayern players alongside Philip Roos with 12 points here, and he's really played a positive role for them.
The ball is up, rebound. McCauley comes down with it, battle out, traveled. Someone asking where we're from. Niels is, I think you're Munich born, correct, Niels? Or are you from Munich?
Born and raised in Munich. I spent 2 years in New York City as a kid, but otherwise I'm a Munich local. How about you?
I'm from Denver, Colorado. So I'm let's just say I'm a fan of the best basketball player on earth, European Nikola Jokic, the king of basketball right now. Gogo Gadgetu can't make a drop with the left hand. We mentioned in one of the earlier broadcasts of the European influence on the NBA. It's pretty remarkable, really. I mean, 3 of the top 5 best players, unquestionably, in the NBA are from Europe.
And 4 are international if you count Joel Embiid in there too.
Good point. Good point, right.
It's a great development for the game of basketball on an international level.
Bayern down 18.
I think it will also be really interesting to see like a top team like Kaunas or Real Madrid play against a top team from the US. I'm not so familiar with the AAU teams over there, but I'm thinking of teams like maybe Sierra Canyon or even the Overtime Elite crew. wondering how Europeans would fare against them. I find it hard to believe that an American team could beat the Real Madrid team personally, but who knows?
Yeah, it's tough to say. Different style of basketball, I think, in many ways. Oh boy.
Yeah, it would probably depend on where it's played and what type of refs are calling the shots.
Ruiz somehow ends up with that ball under the basket and then turns it over. Minute 20 to play, fast break.
In Ruiz's imagination, he had already dunked that ball. I think that's why he was sloppy with it towards the end.
Got ahead of himself. Bayern, a lot of players looking a bit banged up, I think a bit tired. It's one of those, I think, psychological things. This is the fourth game in 3 days. They played last night as well. But it's one of those things when you're winning, your body feels a lot better than when you're losing. And I think when you know that your tournament is not ending how you wanted it to, I think everything just starts to hurt.
That's definitely the case. The legs start getting heavy. Those little bruises you may have picked up yesterday are starting to sting, and of course it's a mental thing too. You know, you just probably, I assume they just want it to end at this point.
Move back to some of them back to E-Bomb, some of them back to Bayern. Foul called on the floor. That's the 4th Milan team foul.
And a lot of these players playing on the same team today on FC Bayern's side will be facing up against each other later in February when the U19 German Bundesliga picks back up and FC Bayern goes head-to-head with Kicks IBAN. So a player like Philip Rose, for example, or also Jeremy Kolev will be playing on the IBAN side. And here goes Gadgetto.
Ruiz, he's been impressive. He'll shoot 2. 56 seconds remaining in the game. We appreciate all of you who've been along for the ride. All of you who continue to join. A very nice stream going here at Twitch. These games will be posted again on the FC Bayern YouTube channel. You can watch them in full a few hours after the game. Gotta get those games downloaded and uploaded. Anybody who knows these technical things knows it takes some time, but it will get up there as soon as possible. You can watch it again. Up next again is Ulm versus Athens. That'll be practically right after this game, maybe 20 minutes from now or so. Volante, dribble drive, nice block, Yamu. Yamu's been pretty quiet today. Only 2 points. The leading scorer for Bayern up until this game. Has not been as effective. Brunetto drills it.
That ball is so high. It had snow on it as it came down. I like the way that ball really flies through the net. Nothing but net. When Gogo Gadgetto Brunetto hits it.
As we watch it again, he's got a really interesting release. It's actually kind of a release down, starts down low. Probably something that the long-armed Italian's probably going to want to fix, because boy, if you got those long arms, big, tall body, you want to get that release as high as possible. But hey,
one more point for him, and he'll be FC Bayern's leading scorer, by the way.
That's drilled by Caravaglia. He's got 10. 18-point lead. 10 seconds left. Bayern, the home team, is going to be the 8th place team in the tournament.
He wants that shot. Look at him. He wants that shot.
And he almost draws it, but it doesn't drop. Milan will take 7th place at the Adidas Next Generation Tournament in Munich. Up next game, or I should say the 5th place game between Ulm and Athens. That should also be a good one. Ulm, one of the youngest teams in the tournament. Athens with one of the most exciting players. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a quick break.